Clown murder, the mysterious murder of Marlene Warren. In a quiet Florida neighborhood, a clown showed up at a woman's door, offering her gifts, and then killed her. Marlene Warren's tragic death in 1990 remained an unsolved case for 27 years. Why a clown? Who were the culprits? And why did justice come so late? Here is one of the most extraordinary stories in the history of crime, the clown murder. Part 1. What happened that morning? It was the morning of May 26, 1990. Marlene Warren was having breakfast at her home in the Wellington area of Florida. Her son Joseph was also at home. The doorbell rang at that moment. When Marlene went to the door, what she saw was quite strange. A clown. The clown was handing her a bouquet of flowers and a balloon. Marlene accepted the gifts with astonishment. However, at that moment, the clown pulled a gun from his waist and fired. One of the bullets hit Marlene in the head. The clown quickly got into a Chrysler LeBaron and drove away. Joseph immediately called 911. His mother was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. However, Marlene died a few days later. When the investigation began, the only clues left were the clown's vehicle and gifts. Part 2. Initial suspicions and dead ends. When the police arrived at the scene, they were met with a series of strange details. The car was identified as a Chrysler LeBaron, and this model belonged to a car rental company owned by Marlene's husband, Michael Warren. Michael Warren was the name that initially caught the police's attention. However, Michael claimed that he had been playing golf that morning and had nothing to do with the incident. It was later revealed that Michael was having an affair with a woman named Sheila Keene. Sheila worked at Michael's job, and the couple had been in a secret relationship for a long time. This deepened the investigation. The police collected witness statements that Sheila had bought a clown costume and worn it on the day of the murder. It was also determined that the flowers and balloons were bought from a local store. However, neither DNA tests nor sufficient evidence could support these claims. The case was suspended due to lack of sufficient evidence. Part 3. A mystery that lasted years. Marlene Warren's death was discussed for a long time in the local community and the media. The clown theme of the incident and the network of relationships behind it made the case even more sensational. However, due to the lack of police technology and limited evidence, the case remained unsolved for years. In the meantime, Michael Warren and Sheila Keene quietly moved on with their lives. The couple eventually got married and settled into a peaceful life in another state. Over the years, the case became a cold case. However, Marlene's family never gave up on their pursuit of justice. Part 4. Re-examination and arrest in 2014. In 2014, the case was reopened with the advancement of modern DNA analysis technology. Police reanalyzed old evidence and found evidence linking Sheila Keene to DNA samples found on the clown's costume worn on the day of the murder. Witness testimonies and Sheila's past actions further strengthened the case. In 2017, Sheila Keene Warren was arrested on charges of murder. Sheila denied the charges in court and claimed she was innocent. However, the prosecution argued that Sheila wanted to kill Marlene so she could marry Michael Warren and inherit his fortune. These allegations provided a strong case to convict Sheila. Part 5. Is justice delayed? Sheila Keene Warren's trial is still ongoing. If convicted, she faces life in prison. But even years later, the case still raises many questions. What was Michael Warren's role? How elaborate was the murder plan? And why was the unusual disguise chosen, such as a clown? Marlene Warren's family expresses their sorrow that justice has come too late. This case is not just about murder, but also about the dark side of human relationships. What began in a quiet Florida neighborhood turned into a tragedy of fear, betrayal, and revenge. The truth behind Marlene Warren's death is beginning to come to light years later, but the case still has many questions. As the face behind the clown mask is weighed on the scales of justice, this story remains one of the most intriguing in criminal history. If this story touched you, let us know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Sheila is guilty, or is someone else behind this murder? Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like our videos for more true crime stories. See you in the next video.